Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll continue our shiur, men's class, Garden of Peace. We're on page 282. Before we start, Lilu Neshama for Gabriel Ben Rivka. Such a beautiful breakfast. The mouth is spicy, huh? 282, yes. Yesterday we spoke about what? We said two women in the house. And that's the worst thing. We don't mean two wives and a man. No. We mean one man was a woman and his wife was a woman. She, we cannot blame because that's her. Now he, that's already a different thing. So here says Rav Shlomo Wolb of blessed memory, he writes, there are husbands who claim surely our rabbis have taught who is a good wife? One who does her husband's bidding. If so, my wife should do what I ask her to do, because only then she is called a good wife, right? Everybody all of a sudden becomes a Talmid Chacham when it comes to bringing all the psukim from the Torah, from the Gemara, who's a wife, who's a good wife, wife like this, who's a bad wife, wife like that. So they came to Rav Wolb, they said, listen, who's a good wife? One who does my bidding, one who does what I want. He says, when such a husband sees that his wife doesn't do what he wants, he thinks that she is at fault and coerces her into doing his will. Such thinking flows from a distorted view of the world and leads to the destruction of homes. This was certainly not our rabbi's intentions. If a man says to his wife, don't observe the Shabbat, she need not listen to him. That which they say does the will of her husband only refers to when he, meaning when his will is in accordance with Hashem's will, part of which requires him to treat his wife with honor and respect. Our rabbis in the Talmud said that a man is obligated to honor and love his wife. Their words are Hashem's will. Hashem also wants man to fulfill the oath that he swore on his wedding night to honor her, to respect her, and to cherish her. So he's saying, when is she going to do your will? When you do your thing. What's your thing? Honor her, respect her, treat her nice, speak to her nicely. When you do all of that, you don't have to tell her what to do. She wants to do that for you. You understand? She wants to honor her husband. She wants to serve her husband, in a respectful way, right? When?
The פירוש is the פירוש.
The Perush.
איזו אישה כשרה כתוב, העושה רצון בעלה.
Oh,
That she is doing, if you go to the pshat, she is doing whatever the husband wants. העושה את רצון בעלה. But the real one is, she is doing the רצון של בעלה.
oh.
She is telling him what to want.
She is telling him what to want.
העושה את רצון בעלה. Meaning, whatever he wants, she caused it.
Uh-huh.
You have to know the language. איזו אישה כשרה, העושה רצון בעלה. She is bringing you to a point that you want what she wants.
She's basically creating
Yeah,
the Ratzon of Bala.
Yeah.
Creating.
yeah.
Plants the seeds in your mind.
Interesting. Very nice.
Oh, не понравилось ему это.
No,
He says, no. What are you guys laughing? He says over here,
You like it.
a husband has a biblical obligation to honor his wife. Biblical, look at that. Just like tefillin, biblical obligation. On his wedding night, he swears an oath in the presence of two witnesses and the rabbi conducting the service that he will fulfill all that is written in the ketubah,
here we go.
the Jewish marriage contract. One of the clauses of his contract is, I will honor my wife in the manner of men who truly honor their wives. Rabbi Yeshayahu Pinto of blessed memory writes that the greatest honor for a wife is when her husband humbles himself before her and makes her his top priority. Wow. This is the greatest sign that he truly cherishes and values her. So we failed on this. All of us basically failed on this. Why? Because our understanding of what it means to honor her is completely not the understanding of what the Torah says it's honor. Yeah? We think we can honor her with the money, with all this, but really the true honor is not that. It says when a husband fulfills his obligation to honor his wife, she then honors him in return. When she sees him treating her with love, honor, and respect, she feels obligated and motivated to pay back his kindness. You hear? What we said yesterday, you know what we said yesterday? He said yesterday, what happens? He's waiting for her to do it first. And therefore it becomes one of these games. She can't do it first. Why? Because she's reciprocation. Right? She can only act on his actions. He's honoring, she's honoring. Yeah, he's like, no, she's got to honor me. You have to start first. You're the man, no? And that's when he says two women. It becomes two women. You understand? He's waiting for her, she's waiting for him. Now she cannot not wait for him because that's her nature. He's acting like her, he's waiting for her. He says, the Vilna Gaon explains, the difference between a king and a ruler as follows. A king is chosen by the people who want him to rule over them. A ruler is one who conquered his province and rules over it without consulting its populace.
False.
A groom is comparable to a king since his wife accepted him to be her husband. Why? But she expects him to rule in the way of a Jewish king with strength, compassion, and sensitivity. Now what happens? We make ourselves kilu a king. She says okay, and then we become a ruler. Yes, something that's completely that she's not wanting, and which she did not get into. Yeah, this was not her deal to come in and be, ruled over. Chas v'sholom. Yeah,
Not controlling.
Chas v'sholom. No. She wants to be controlling like a king controls the populace. Yeah, with love, with sensitivity, with peace. Not a ruler. What does a ruler do? He's with the iron fist. You do it as I say, or chop with the head. So he says, Rav Nachman teaches that the bite of the primordial snake that represents the evil inclination is depression and laziness. Yeah? What did the snake back in the times of Adam and Chava? Depression and laziness. The evil inclination overpowers man by trapping him in these two states. A husband's laziness can lead to the ruin of his home because women find it very difficult to see their husband wallowing in bed in the morning, even if they themselves get up later. Yeah? This is on the women get late, they sleep till 8, 9 o'clock, but she hates her husband that sleeps late. Why? You're a man, you're mujik, you gotta get up, yeah? Like in the army, yeah? You gotta get up 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whatever it is that time they say. It says, far worse is the situation where a wife gets up earlier to tend to the household and prepare the children for the school while her husband is snoring away in bed.
This is terrible.
She can't respect laziness. She will also sorely resent his doing nothing while she works so hard for the family. This resentment will strain their relationship, which will deteriorate until he alters his ways. And the rabbi mentioned several cases where the man was, learning why this, that, but he can't get up in the morning, and the wife cannot respect that. Why? I'm up. He's still sleeping. On the other hand, when a husband is diligent and an early riser, his wife and children look up to him and respect him. A Moroccan saying goes, be industrious and people will love you. And there is much truth in this. My teacher, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bitter, of blessed memory, would say that one should go to bed early and set an alarm in order to wake up early and start the day early. He said one should also pray to Hashem for help in rising early and with alarcity. Alarcity means you always do things, right away. Doing this has a positive effect on the whole rest of the day. Wives can't stand when their husbands don't have an organized structure of work and or study. They can't stand to see their husbands sitting idle. If a husband finds himself in such a state of limbo, he mustn't spend his days at home. He should rise early, pray, and then stay out of the rest of the day, returning home only towards the evening. Meaning, even if you're a quote-unquote bum and you got nothing to do, don't sit home doing nothing. It says go out. Why? It's going to create problems at home. It says during the day, he should make every effort to seek regular work and establish a fixed praying and learning schedule. Until he does, he can engage in short-term projects. Whatever happens, he must stay out of the house. In the evening, this was the advice of our Mulo Vriat Gavarili. He used to say, We said, how did you have good shalom bayit? You said, I'm never home. That's what he said. He said, he's 85 years old. He said, I'm never home. Yeah, he said, in the evening too, a husband should occupy himself with constructive endeavors such as learning Torah, personal prayer, and devoting time to his wife. Huh? Yeah. He says, a couch potato husband can't possibly have a healthy relationship with his wife. Being around the house all the time, he gets in her way and frequently remarks about whatever she's doing. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Yeah, he's idle himself. He doesn't have anything to do with it. Hey, why are you doing like this? Oh, but don't put it like. Hey, make sure you do it like this. Oh, make sure you put it over there. Over there. You're back to the commenting again. Yeah, he says this upsets her. Arguments and fights ensue, and the peace between them is lost. But when he's out all day, they have space from one another and look forward to seeing each other again in the evening. We see that older couples sometimes get
Doctor,
divorced.
how are you?
Anna, we were talking about this the other day, right? Older couples. Oh, by the way, we need that. Yeah, he got very upset. We don't have the whatchamacallit, yeah? He said, we see that older couples sometimes get divorced. This seems very, very surprising because if they weren't getting along, why didn't they get divorced a long time ago and save themselves years of suffering? Yeah? This is the $1 million question. Why 60-year-olds get divorced? 65-year-olds get divorced. What happened? All of a sudden you now are not, Oh, he says, why now? Yeah? Once their children are grown, they usually have fewer expenses and no debt. They can sleep, rest, learn, go for leisurely walks, and generally take it easy and enjoy the rest of their lives. They are free to serve Hashem without obstacles. So what brings them to such dire state that they want a divorce right now? Nabarot, they don't have any, Oh, they don't have any of the expenses. They don't any expenses. They have a lot of free time. It says the answer is very simple. The very fact that they are spending so much time together is what pushes them apart. Our sages say, our sages say, a grandpa in the home is a stumbling block in the home, because an old grandfather in the home is considers himself as the tribal elder who sits all day giving instructions and advice. Do this. Oh, do that. Yeah? He says the tribal matron can't take this for very long. And if it doesn't stop, divorce may seem the only option to her. Despite many happy years together, while marrying off children and grandchildren, she'll readily abandon him if he starts to constantly criticize and comment about everything she does. Here, so again, this is the whole criticism, even at this age. Yeah. So yesterday I met a young man who's not married yet. He wants to get married. So he was, he heard from somebody that we're doing this. So he's like, "What's the? Is this good for me?" He's not married. I said, "Oh, 100% is good for you." So what's the crux of it? What's the main? I said, so the main thing is no commenting. Oh, he's like, oh, okay, but constructive criticism is good, no? He's a very intellectual guy. I said, no, that's what we mean. No constructive criticism. He's like, what? So how does that work? How will she know what to do, what not to do? So I said, guess what? She'll eventually get to know without you telling her. So now he's telling me like this, which was a bomb question. Can I know a woman beforehand if she can accept constructive criticism or not? Meaning he's not married yet, so he wants to know, how do I know if the lady that I'm dating is going to be able to accept constructive criticism or not? Is there a barometer for that? I said, guess what? He happened to have dropped off his mother also. I said, guess what? My wife, your future wife, your mother, the grandmother, all the women are not able to accept constructive criticism. So he looked at me like, what? Are you serious? I was like, yes, sir. I said, and that's the crux of the problem of all the Shalom Bayit here. And I said that, he's like, wow. So he's like, can you please sign me up for these videos because I need to prepare myself to get married. He says, the opposite of laziness is alarcity. The value of something done with alarcity is far greater than something done without it. Meaning, when somebody says, take out the garbage, okay, I will, and it stays there for an hour or two, you will. but you're gonna do it later. A larceny is take out the garbage, boom, you're up, you're out. The garbage is out already, yeah? It's zrizut. I don't know how do you say it in English. It's a larceny, yeah, but how do you in less difficult terms, huh? Like immediate, express, yeah. Immediate, express. He says, it's very important. Rav Moshe Chaim Lusato of blessed memory said that when someone does something with a larceny, immediately, it is a sign that he's enthusiastic. If a wife asks her husband to bring her something or to do some chores in the home, and he snaps at his feet, he shows her that he values her and is enthusiastic to do something for her. But if he tarries and then sluggishly does whatever she wants, she'll be more aggravated than if he hadn't done it at all. Run like a deer and be swift like an eagle to do the will of your Father in heaven. The will of your Father in heaven is that you should run like a deer and be swift as an eagle to make your wife happy. Yeah? Now I understand, because sometimes the tasks that we get is not so simple. It's not taking out the garbage. I can take out the garbage. But sometimes she wants to have a new kitchen and she wants it now. And you're like, yeah, but the kitchen is $30,000-$40,000 investment, Or she wants a vacation. She wants you to book it now. And you're like, well, let's see, So now I understand. Even in those cases, they get upset. Why? Why didn't you, why you don't do it with a larceny? Why don't you do it right away? Why have to wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in order to get something done in the house, And we've heard it. That you'll have to after class we're gonna have to throw around what we can do, what we cannot do in those cases. But it affects them. You see, he says it affects. And now that I read this, I hear sometimes I'm like, well, I always do everything. Like garbage right away. This, that, but vacations, I'm not so right away. Something in the house that needs major repair. Yeah, it's minor repairs right away. Major repair, how are you gonna do it? It's not such a right away type of thing to do. Yeah, especially when it's working and everything's okay, and you don't have the funds to do it.
She wants to change.
She wants to change it now. I want a new kitchen now. Yeah, he says that.
It's happening that she wants this suicide.
What?
She wants right now.
Right now? No. Says the Torah says, you shall not wrong another. Yeah, the Torah.
My ladies,
Yeah.
everything is right now.
Yeah, right now. But even major things.
Men only tomorrow.
Yeah, mañana. Yeah. If men could be tomorrow for the avirot, that would be excellent. Why? I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, I'm going to not do it tomorrow. But the mitzvot are tomorrow. Huh? It's the
But we learned that what they want to hear is that even if you can't do it now,
yeah.
that it's important that you want to get it
Yeah,
together
yeah,
as soon as you can.
100%.
It's not necessarily
Yes.
about, let's hire the contractor right now.
Yes,
or
yes.
Demo,
Ear massage.
Absolutely. Yes. Very good.
If you say no, you say you're gonna call the engineer or the right now. But if you say yes, we have to change the kitchen. I agree with you. Then she won't leave you alone.
You say yes. When you do it, you say it.
Huh?
You say yes.
When I had the funds,
3 weeks ago, Rosh Hashanah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. He's right.
Why are you talking so much? We're
Oh.
gonna do it.
when I have
Why the shayla?
when I have the funds, I'll do it. But we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
5 years though, you get the funds.
Doctor, come sit over here. I can't see you. Come sit. You're too close to me. Don't worry. I'm not gonna bite. I don't bite. No. So you're right. Absolutely right. He's saying, listen. So you'll give her a massage of the ear. You tell her, listen, Be'ezrat Hashem, yes, I want to do it as well. I've been massaging my wife's ear for the past 15 years about a new house. And I'm still massaging the ear. Why? It's not such an easy, luxury to get. But really, we have to massage everything. Meaning not just the ear. We have to constantly be on the positive side, and then slowly they'll not particularly grab onto this one thing that you want them to do. But unfortunately with us, we're so bad everywhere that, she sees the one thing she can grab us on and she goes, you told me this, you told me that, yeah? So in general, you have to be a generally improved, husband. And talking about that, yesterday I had a interesting text on my phone. I remember what we said. When we questioned the women, right? We said, what do you want from your husband? You know what they say? I want a husband. I want a husband. Yeah. So yesterday I was like, how are you? And she was like, very good. How's my husband? I'm like, whoa. Now usually it's supposed to be what? Good. Yeah, it's good. You're supposed to hear, how are you? Right? But no, she made it seem, how is my husband? To put that, now I don't know if she's listening to the shiur, hope she's not, she's telling me she's not. But look at that even subconsciously, right? Meaning she didn't underline, but I'm just saying that what? She's seeing that she's getting her husband back. You understand what I'm saying? It's a deep concept. If we call right now your wife, say, listen, we know you have that, what do you want from your husband? You know what she's gonna say? I want a husband. I want a husband. Why? Because in their definition of a husband, it's a person who's caring, who's listening, who's kind, who does everything. Forget about the fact that you do everything for her. That's standard. I don't even that's like buying a car, 4 wheels, that's standard. Now, I want the caring. But those options are the given options of a husband that he has to be like this. But unfortunately, when we're lacking this, in her eyes, you're not a husband. You're some sort of a provider. You're some sort of a person that's, feeding the family and this and that and whatever. But you're not a husband. You understand? You're not my husband because you don't treat me like I need to be treated. You understand? So what?
Provider and you get banks.
Yeah. You're a provider.
And
You get
she's a bank.
you get his bang. He says you get his bang. Yeah.
It's kedai. It's worth it.
Huh?
Bank,
No. She says just how is my husband? Meaning she wants to say that she finally has a husband. From all the work that we've been doing for the past 3, 4, 5 months. No. She wants to say, how is my husband? I'm happy. Yes. No. I'm happy that I have a husband right now. Yes, go ahead.
You were saying that for 25 years you had.
Yes.
You're a religious guy.
Yes.
5 years it's not working.
Yes.
What can we do to make it work?
Oh.
You go to synagogue.
Very good.
Dear Rabbi, why did you prolong? I never
So,
understood that.
yeah. So let me.
You prolonged for 25 years.
That's-
and now I understand.
No. So I didn't know this. I just found this out.
They just printed
If you
the
go
book.
to the rabbi after 5 years,
Rabbi also just found this out.
We just printed the book.
he had a regular
Listen.
knowledge.
So let me say,
Why would you prolong
regular
25 years?
regular knowledge is not the knowledge we need to do.
Rabbi didn't know this.
No.
They know this. They do.
They didn't. No, it's not about massaging the ear. It's clearly defined 3 things which will change your relationship mamish in 2-3 weeks. Clearly defined. Again, we're going to define them again. First one is
No comment.
no negative comments at all. No. At all. You know what at all means? At all. Things are going crazy. By the way, he mentions over here, you come in and this is your wife, to your children, to your son, right? You she hit him. You know what he says? You can't take it, get out of the house. If you can't see that, get out of the house. He says, she's hitting me. You this, you that, ta. You know what my reaction will be? Hey, what are you doing? You know how you're going to affect this guy, mentally? Guess what he says? You just killed your wife, buried her, and that's it. Finito. She's thinking, oh, even my child is more important than me? So you know what he says? He says, you can't handle it? Go sit down in your Maserati. Come back after 2 hours. Right? Come back after 2 hours. And I thought, you know what he's going to say? Take her to the room. Tell her, Johnny Kima, how can you talk like that to our children? No. Take your kid. Go buy him ice cream. Say, Slatki Moy. Don't pay attention to mom. She's a little bit, she's a little, right now, she really loves you, she got a little bit, she calm him down. To her, don't say anything.
You're right.
No.
Support her.
No. To her, you say, sweetie, maladzets, I know you're. He's first of all says, you know why she's hitting him? Because of you. Because you don't fulfill her, and she doesn't know where to take out her anger, so she takes out on him. But when you're going to fulfill her, she would never come to talk to him like this. So even that is considered a negative thing. When you're going to tell her, why you, no, nicely, sweetie, I don't think you should hit our child because you know now you want to go with you want to go side to side with my child. Now the whole house is against me now. See, that's their brain. So when we say number one, no comments, it means no comments. You know, for now, nothing at all. Why? The relationship is sour. We need to fix the relationship. And the way we're going to fix it, from the core. You understand? We didn't know this. No, we didn't know. For 25 years, I've asked, I've helped psychologists, I paid money, I did everything. You know what they would tell me? You need communication. You need communication. What communication? What do you want me to tell her? If I talk to her 2 minutes, 3 minutes, we have World War I, World War II. What communication? So that,
Let me answer him.
yes.
We knew this years and years ago.
A little bit louder, Rabbi.
We knew this years and years ago.
Right, please.
But we didn't have any books in our hand to show you. It's inside the Midrashim, the Gemarot, which is not your cup of tea. We knew it already years and years ago, and that's why they gave me a nickname that until now I still carry it.
The ladies' rabbi.
You are a ladies' rabbi. Men hated me.
Ladies' rabbi.
Ladies' rabbi. Why? Because I say all the time I came, it's your fault. It's your fault. You don't know who, huh?
You will not succeed in a Muslim country.
That's why he's not there.
That's why I'm in America. Yeah. So we knew it already from Shiva days that we have to perform. Understand?
Explain to the students, hey, no comments.
Yeah.
Don't talk back.
He was also sure that I'm a lady.
Same thing. Inside is only 10 basic, 20 basic things. You don't have that basic.
In one point already they give up on me.
No comment. You know.
Boys, learn how to listen. Listen. Everybody was sure already when I walk into Rabbi Chaimov's office, I'm to blame. Every man. So why they should come? Why they should come?
To the office.
The ladies, they came to my office like Purim day. You know,
But is it fair to take the lady's side constantly? It's not fair to take the lady's side constantly.
it's not their side. I'm taking the Torah side.
Oh, the Torah takes ladies' side?
Of course.
All the time?
All the time. No.
No, so it's not that we're taking this.
No,
No.
Say the
Then
truth.
the
we-
men
Did
are
you like to come
Listen,
to my office?
We are misunderstanding or misinterpreting what the rabbi is saying, and there is a true thing of what he's saying. He's screaming, "Why didn't the rabbis tell us this before?" He was screaming, "Why didn't the rabbis tell us before?" He was screaming, I was screaming. So the situation is that Be'emet, the way he puts it, nobody puts it. And unfortunately, they didn't want to use his method. Why? Because who's he? Instead, he's some rabbi from Israel and whatever.
Is he Ashkenazi?
No, Sephardi. But it's not that what he is.
What?
He didn't get this from his head. He got it from the books. But he came out with a novelty that what? You know what? If you tackle these two issues, all your problems are solved. However, they're not so easy. Because you see, many of us right now, if we say, do you comment to your wife? You know what you're going to say? I never comment to my wife. I never say negative comments. Meanwhile, every other sentence that you're saying, in her eyes is a negative comment. You just don't know that. Now that I know this, guess what? Before I say something, I'm like, no, that's actually a negative comment. Nah, that's not good. And sometimes I fall into it. I fall into a trap because I end up saying it. I'm like, Bilin, why did I say it? It's like, but right now the relationship is good, so it's not taken so seriously. But a little more often of that, again, the relationship is going to go sour. Why? Why is this thing? Because she, in the beginning, you didn't come from the beginning of the book. She wants to be seen in your eyes as the most wonderful person. I love my husband, and I want to be seen as in his eyes, no faults, no scratches, no bad, no bad images. I am pure in his eyes. And what do? Before we got married, that's how we portray her. In fact, this guy said to me yesterday, he said, "What do you mean? You didn't make any negative comments to her, before the marriage? You didn't see the reaction?" I said to him, "You don't understand. First of all, there's nothing to comment about when you're going out. What are you going to comment? Oh, once here, one here. This is no big deal. Usually you don't see everything, I said, and secondly, it's not like you said a comment, your job's dead. No. Imagine a heart, right? I know how. If I draw a heart right now, right? Each negative comment, those thin chopsticks with a point, tick. Another comment, tick. Another comment, tick. In one day, it could be 10, 15 comments. So imagine that heart full of holes. Now, after a year, 2 of these non-comments, she already can't take it. He says, you're choking her. It's like you took a string and you slowly like this, choke it. She's like, she cannot. And now she's like, my husband, he hates me. He's disgusting. He's this. Meanwhile, you come to the rabbi, she already brought you to the rabbi. Rabbi, new house, new car, I wash dishes, I do everything, I do the shopping, this, that, everything. What does she want from me? And the rabbi looks at her and says, does he really do that? She says, yes. So the rabbi, also thinking, Ibi, not this rabbi, but I don't get it. But he does everything for you. So, one second. What's the problem? You know what she's saying? He doesn't take me out. What do you mean? We go out once every other month. She wants to go out every week. He doesn't bring me flowers. But you never pay attention to the flowers. You put them on the side anyway. They rot. They don't even I put the water. And like this, you know why? Because she can't tell us, because she doesn't know herself. I got 1 million holes in my heart. And it's not pumping the way it's supposed to be pumping. I need the heart to be pumping good. It's not, it's dead. I'm living on a thread. But guess what? Now that we know this, the minute you close your mouth, all of a sudden these holes start slowly, kilu closing. Right? And it becomes a beautiful heart now. And now she's looking at him, she's like, oh my God. This is the husband that I really want. This is the guy that I want, that doesn't give me negative. First of all, negative remarks will kill anybody. If you negatively remark your children right now, you're like this, you're like that, don't do this, do like that, sit up then, sit down, sit down. What kind of child that's going to be? A very, very traumatized child. And most of our Bukharian guys are like that. That's why we're husbands the way they are. Why? Because we got banged from the titakoi, tisakoi, from the grandmother, from the grandfather, from the uncle, from the this. They want to be. Yes or no? Yeah. We all got that. That's why, you know what? Oh, we got that, and I'm okay. So let me give that to my wife. Let me give that to my kids. The thing, I used to own a pizzeria. I want to wait you. I don't know if you know. The thing I used to hear from parents, ridiculous. If you play back to them, they'd be like, Chas v'shalom, who talk like that to their children? You just said that to him. Shoptis garel. They don't even know what they're saying. If you tell, excuse me, can you listen to it? Shoptis garel. Who would say that? You just said that to your child. And like that, we say things from this mouth that kills the woman. Forget about the children and all that, but kills your wife. And therefore, she right now is at a stage she is. Rabbi, she doesn't respect me. You're 100% right. She doesn't do for me. Yes. She doesn't cook for me. Yes. She don't care about me. She doesn't sleep with me. Yes. You're 100% right. Do you know why? Because you poke so many holes in her heart. Not knowingly. And that's why you come like, I'm an innocent guy. Rabbi. Ask her. Anything she wants. And that's why, you know why she tells you? Bring me this, and that. No, please. No, nothing. Why? You treat me like a dog. I'm going to treat you like a dog as well. No, please. I need this, that. I need apples. I need this. I need that. And you know what you do? You text her. Where's the please? How about talking nicely? Tell me you never did that. I did that. But why was she doing that?
I'm still waiting for
Because we're talking nasty.
Let me tell you something.
You just said that, one more comment. You said that a lot of people say you take woman's side, right?
Yeah.
Why did you make that perception. Why don't you do husband separate meeting? When you say like this, guy, you talk to him privately and slap him.
Oh.
This way, people are not gonna say, oh, he only takes woman's side. It's whose fault is it, Rabbi? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but why did you have that? Why did you put them together? Of course, you put them together.
Oh, it's a big
Next to Alex and his wife. You're gonna take only his wife. He's
No.
gonna get upset.
It was weird.
Let them get upset.
No, it's not right.
Separate
Let them get
meeting,
upset. From
get better.
from the truth, you don't get upset. That's number one.
So saying the truth, he got killed. There's no truth in this world.
Because you don't want to hear that. Because you don't want to be a man.
Only per truth.
You cannot hear the truth. Okay? So that's your problem. It's not my problem. I have to say what I have to say. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I'll tell you how we assess the situation in 2 minutes. At the moment that I hear that the husband is doing the laundry and is doing this and doing that, I know already, right, that the situation between him and his wife on a limbo. She is enjoying him do this. Anyway, I don't get anything from you, so at least do this. But if she likes you, if she cares for you, she'll be embarrassed that you're doing this. Because this is her job. You're not going to touch her anymore. Same thing is with jewelry and the bags and everything else. The more I see gold, diamond and this, you know that emotionally, zero. That's the way it goes. So, because it's either you connected emotionally and spiritually, or only physically. That's it. The physical don't last too long, so we have to give it all the time a boost. Another bag, another car, another Rolex, and then you're becoming a chamor that you work all your life for this, and you have no relationship. What you gonna do after your kids will leave the house? They got married. What are you gonna do?
What's that?
With your wife, he's talking.
You and her alone.
Right now, you're busy with her.
That's how smart you are?
More time.
What you gonna wait until then, and then you're going to think? That's how smart you are?
The question really is not why didn't they say it? The question is, now that we know this information, and now we know it works, this stuff really works, we have to act on it. And now the question is going to be really on you. Yeah? If in about 4 or 5 months your relationship has not improved, guess what? We have a question on you, or anyone who's listening right now. They know they don't have such a good relationship. And if in not even 4 or 5 months, if in 2 months your relationship is not improved majorly, guess what? We're going to have a question on you. Why didn't you do this? Simple, you said it's a very simple thing to do. It's only a 10-step process, right? It's really a 3-step process. Not even 10-step process. A 3-step process. And you could do it in 4 or 5 weeks. You can have a beautiful relationship where your wife is going to tell you yourself, Slatki Moy, you changed so much.
Where were you?
How was that? Where were you? How come before you didn't go get the help that you needed? Why? Because things take time. Yeah? And when they do come out, for a person not to take advantage of that, that's a disservice. Not only to her, but to the whole institution of marriage. You understand? Because who's in control of it? Only we are. She cannot do anything. She cannot do this. You know, if she does this, she'll even be worse. See, if let's say we take this and put it on the woman's side, right? She has to not comment to him. She has to respect him. She has to. You know how he's gonna walk? You see my wife? That's me. We will not change. We're gonna sit on her head. People are telling me, no. If I do this, she's gonna sit on my head. She doesn't want to sit on your head. She does not want to sit on your head. She wants you to be the leader. That's how a woman is programmed. I need a leader. You understand? I need a man to control me. But how? Nicely, with nice words. And therefore, she will start now be your partner, your true partner. She won't send you to go get, apple schmapple. She'll go get it herself. I want my husband to be my husband. You understand? I want him to be a man. She's no longer going to need you to do small errands in here. She no longer wants you to drive the kids. You know why she wants you to drive the kids? Because he's nobody anyway. So let him be a taxi driver.
Exactly.
I don't need him to drive my kids. I can drive my kids. I can have somebody drive the kids. But no, since she treats him like dog, hello, take the kids to school. And now we're taxist. Multi-million-dollar taxist. Not you, but I'm just saying. I was there, don't worry, I was there. I'm like, but how? I have to pray, I have to learn that. I couldn't care about your prayers. Who's going to take the kids? I'm thinking, but you're home. Why are you laughing? That's what it is. That's what it is.
Exactly what it is.
And I guarantee, I challenge you, that if you're going to do what he says, Ibi, you're going to be, but you got to be a man. Because only men can do this. So far, I myself see who's a man, who's not a man. And we have many that are not men. Why? I'm not doing it. And that's why many people, after the first few pages of this book, say, oh, no. This is a book for women. It's not a book for men. And over here, he makes sure it says men only. So we don't get that, that thing that says, oh no, this book is for women. It's not for men. No, men only, he says.
By the way, I have in my house a booklet from 25 years ago, 15 pages.
15.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole book
Is there.
is there.
Wow.
אבל ככה,
In Hebrew?
בקיצור, he'll tell you what's the difference between a man and a woman, and that's what Hashem did. They're never gonna be able to change it. No matter who you are. They met a person that did a job. I still have it.
Wow.
Who's the author?
It's somebody from Ekfar Chassidim. He doesn't write his name. I think I know who he is. Anak.
Baruch.
He's a giant.
Amen.